Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Tip Tuesday with the Tech Ninja. As always, I'm your host, Kat Milner, the Chief Tech Ninja of Simplify Your Tech. Today we're talking about something kind of near and dear to my heart, which is cybersecurity. I have been teaching variations on this topic for about the last 6 years, specifically working with seniors to help them feel more confident online. But the truth is, it applies to business owners probably even more than it does to private people. So we're going to talk about an experience that a colleague of mine had a year or so ago where she got hacked twice within a few weeks. So the first time she woke up to find like literally thousands of emails in her inbox, spam emails, stuff that she never signed up for. It was crazy overwhelming. And she was just about to basically go in and delete everything when someone once actually mentioned to her, because she was venting to one of her groups. And she said, you might want to check some of those emails just to make sure that something didn't happen that you're not aware of. And sure enough, someone had hacked her account, ordered an Xbox from, I think, Amazon in her name, had it shipped to them. She was able to basically reverse the charge so that she didn't have to pay for it. The person got the gaming system, but at least she was protected from them ordering anything else because she actually took the time to just check and make sure that something hadn't happened that she wasn't aware of. Then on Christmas Eve of all times, someone hacked her Shopify store and had set up the payment system so that it rerouted it, that any purchases made from her store would pay them and go to their banking institution, not hers. So for 2 hours on Christmas Eve, she worked with Shopify to get it sorted. Thankfully, she did before any charges were made. But still, how frustrating and annoying is that? Now, because of this, there are several lessons that we can take away from it of ways that you can protect yourself so that this will not happen to you. She recommends using a password manager. I personally am not a huge fan of them because they can also be hacked, especially if you do like a family account and more than one person has access to the password manager. That actually makes it a lot less secure. So I'm a big fan of actually really creating strong random passwords. Now, I do have a previous blog on that particular topic, but in the description of this video and in the comments below this video, I'll link to the actual blog so that you can see some of the notes that I made on doing that. But you want to create strong random passwords. I recommend having, okay, so for example, I have a little book that I keep. It's basically a little address book, old-fashioned address book, and I write down the website, the username, and the password so that I always know where my passwords are, what they are, and I can keep everything up to date. It makes it very easy. Plus, if anything ever happens to me, my husband knows where I keep my little book so that he can go in and cancel accounts and things if I'm ever not here to do it. But keep them long random. Use things like capitalizations in places that you wouldn't normally do it. Use substitutions of special characters or numbers in place of some letters. Don't do obvious substitutions like the number 4 ever for forever or H0USE for house, because those are easily guessed. You want it to be really random and really not obvious. Okay. I used to have a password once that it was wonderful, but I hated it. It was basically a capital lower, capital lower, capital lower, special case signature or number, special character, number, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower. And it was a pain in the butt to type. It always took me 3 tries to get it right. But it was an awesome password because nobody would ever guess it. When you are updating your accounts, changing your passwords, do the critical ones first. Your bank accounts, your credit and debit cards, your payment portals, things like Stripe, PayPal, the places where people can get your money, and things like your investment accounts like Super and other things. Make sure your other accounts get updated as well, including regularly, including and especially your social media accounts. If you have an external blog, if you are on any ad accounts like your Facebook Meta ad account or Google ad account, any affiliate marketing you might be part of, and any e-commerce accounts. If it allows you to, enable two-factor authentication. This is where you might type in a code from an authentication app, or they might send a code to your phone that you have to put in. But if you can, it's a pain in the bum, I know, but two-factor authentication really does increase your security immensely. Make sure you're using security software and keep it updated. Did you know that you can put the security software on your phone? Like you can see that I have Trend Micro Security on my mobile. So it's not just my computer and my laptop, but also my phone and my tablets. So use it and keep it updated. Don't put off updates because those are important either to the device itself or to your security software. And most importantly, never check your email before you've had coffee in the morning, because without the coffee, you got the stupid. Seriously, in all seriousness, every time I have I've either been tricked by a phishing or a spam or almost been sucked into something like that, it was before I had the coffee and was fully awake in the morning. So don't check your email first thing in the morning, because that's when you're the most vulnerable. So that's it for cybersecurity this week. If you have any stories, questions, comments, I welcome a comment below. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.